Chances are that you have been asked to become a Scrum Master, and maybe you're currently a project manager in a similar role. That's okay. That's where I started as well. I was a project manager. I was very proud of that. I'd worked very hard to become a project manager, and I loved that title. And then my organization just said, hey, guess what? Pick between product owner or Scrum Master. And at that time, I picked Scrum Master. Because as I read it, I thought, well, some of these things, it feels like I already do. And some of these other things feels like nice things to start doing as well. And when we're having conversations with people new to this process, new to Scrum, new to Agile, the accountability, or what we used to call role, of the Scrum Master is most often compared to the project manager. And for good reason. Now, I want to emphasize they are not the same. Try not to go into Scrum or Agile thinking that a project manager or anything maps exactly to one of those things. It's a new role. It's a new way of working. It's almost like saying a project manager is a plumber. A completely different skill sets, really a completely different way of working. And that's okay. However, we can focus on what do we know, what do we do as project managers that we can leverage and see as strengths when we become Scrum Masters. And the primary one is reducing risk, removing problems. That is the bread and butter of every single project manager. If you're not removing problems, if you're not facilitating things to improve, to ensure the project success, you're not doing project management, right? We all know this. Those red logs that we all have to sift through, it's what we have to do, right? That, as well as all those soft people skills, right? Dealing with people and removing problems, that's what we do as project managers. And guess what? That is a lot of what you do as a Scrum Master. Removing problems and handling people using soft skills, facilitating change. The key thing, however, is that you're not putting deadlines on it, you're not pushing things that way because it's a complex way of working. And there's some other things you need to pay attention to that are now quite different from what you might have done before as a project manager. What you're instead trying to do is you're trying to enable others to succeed by setting them up to do these things instead of you doing them for them. So where before you might have resolved all the problems and had all the meetings and spoken to all the people yourself or facilitated that directly, you're trying to set up the people around you to do that in your absence. You want to become invisibly present eventually as a Scrum Master. Never not present, just invisibly present. And that's a very difficult thing to get into when you've been in kind of that superhero role as a project manager fixing all the problems. All right, thank you very much for watching. And if you like what you saw and you want to hear more about what I've got to say in the future on similar questions, or if you have a question yourself, please reach out to me on LinkedIn. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. You can also email me at oscar.styf@pragmaticshift.com. Please do like the video, share it with others if you think they might benefit from it, or follow my profile to see stuff as they come out as well. And I would love to be your Scrum trainer. So please find my content on pragmaticshift.com. You can find the courses I've scheduled for the year, or on scrum.org.com as well. Look forward to seeing you in my classroom soon.